Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your libertarian car guy, and I thought it would be interesting to do a little side-by-side comparison of a current mid-size truck. The one in the foreground there, or in the background, is the 2019 Ford Ranger, which is back, at least the name is back, after about an 8-year hiatus. And it's now a mid-size truck, just like all of the other trucks in the class, like the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon and the Nissan Frontier and the Toyota Tacoma. On the left is my 2002 old model Nissan Frontier, which is a compact size truck, and you can get a sense of just how much bigger the current mid-size trucks are relative to the compact trucks in terms of their width, in terms of their overall length, in terms of their height in particular. But the one thing that's probably the most striking about the difference between the compact trucks you used to be able to buy, like my Frontier, and the new mid-size trucks, like the Ranger, is bed size. Turns out my little 02 truck here actually has more cargo capacity in its bed than this much larger Ford does. And the reason for that is that the new Ranger, just like all of the other trucks in its class, comes only in a 4-door cab body style, either the Super or the Crew Cab. This one's the Crew Cab, so it's got the 4 full-size door. The Super has the slightly smaller rear doors. But the point is that most of the truck's real estate, most of the length, is taken up with the passenger cab, and even more so if you get the Crew Cab, which limits you to this relatively small 5-foot bed versus my truck's 6-foot bed. So it's kind of interesting, the shift in emphasis away from being able to haul a lot of stuff to hauling a lot of people. Now, on the upside, and this just goes for the Ranger, I'm not going to get into the other trucks so much right now, there's a whole lot more power and a whole lot more ability to pull things than there used to be. My poor little truck has a little 4-cylinder engine with no turbo, and I think its max tow rating is 3,000 pounds. The Ranger comes standard with a 270 horsepower turbocharged engine. It's the same basic 2.3 liter engine that they use in the current Mustang, with the 10-speed automatic transmission, and the tow capacity is 7,500 pounds, which is really strong. In fact, it's as strong as some full-size trucks used to rate back in the 90s, and certainly 270 horsepower is more horsepower than a lot of full-size trucks used to boast back in the 90s. And it's standard, and that's probably one of the standout features of the new Ranger. Some of the other trucks do offer more power. The Canyon and the Colorado, for example, offer a stronger V6, though it's not that much stronger. However, it is optional, so you'll have to pay extra to get it. Now, some people may not like the fact that you have no other choices in the Ranger, and that's one of the downsides. The other trucks in this class, most of them anyway, do offer engine options. The Canyon and the Colorado, for example, offer 3 engines. You can get a 200 horsepower 4-cylinder in that truck, and you can get a manual transmission, by the way, which is something you can't get in the Ford. So it's horses for courses, and I will have more up at epautos.com about this truck in the next day or so. And I just posted an article that some of you listening to this may be interested in on this new business of subscribing to cars instead of buying cars. There's a rant up on the site about that. If you're interested, please stop by and have a look. And I'll be on Brian Hyde's radio show again next Tuesday, and I may be on with Bill Meyer at some point later this week, depending on his schedule. So that's all I've got for now. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch up with you again soon.